Oh, jeez. Jeez Louise. I am getting my ass beat. That's for sure. Oh, fuck. Wrong gun. Okay. I will respond to chat in a second. Sorry. I'm... Dear God. Okay. We made it. We did it. Okay. Yeah. So people right now are talking about the differences between Keith and Mai's kind of commentary, let's play style. I think one of the biggest differences too is just that Keith kind of pre-records everything. He's not a streamer, really, which, you know, obviously is one of the things that's kind of given him an audience, because he's kind of the last of a dying breed of Let's Player. And I like offline Let's Plays a lot, but I also just deeply enjoy streaming in the moment. Because I really like, especially playing like new releases right as they come out. I like being on the ground floor, seeing things live. Like, that's a really big aspect to kind of my motivation for the channel, is that I would be playing all of these new games anyway. I stream because I play a lot of games. Like, even in a world where I didn't stream, I would actually probably realistically play even more games than I play now, which is pretty different, I think, than most people, because I think, for example, Keith, if you asked Keith if he would play all the same games he plays now off stream, I think he would probably slow down his gaming and play a lot more Overwatch. You know what I mean? Not that he wouldn't play other stuff, you know. He's a very curious individual and likes new games and stuff. But streaming is, or Let's Playing, I should say, is like a very concerted effort where you have to really schedule your time and manage kind of what you get into, because it is not as simple as just playing whatever you want to play whenever you want to play it, especially when you do it for a job like Keith does. So there's some other considerations there that kind of affect how he plays games, how he chooses to play games, that I have not lived up to. But my sorry, killing things. Get off me. Buggy. Okay, we're good. So one of the things that kind of meant a lot for me in my YouTube career is that I'm able to cover new games very quickly in a way that Keith kind of doesn't. And so that's probably the biggest difference in our channels, is that even though he does cover new releases from time to time, I am very much like, all right, I'm going to play this tonight for 12 hours straight, and we're going to get 12 hours of this game out of this day, you know? And that kind of, I think, set the tone for my channel in a way that was very different from the stuff that people were used to seeing me on. Stuff like Arches, where it was me and Keith recording 4-hour-long episodes twice a week, you know, that sort of thing. Whereas with Silent Hill, we've been playing it for 11 hours now straight. You know, like, it's just a very different pace for covering content. And I think that's one of my channel's strengths, is the fact that I kind of have the stamina to do this sort of thing, and that's why I gravitate towards Twitch streaming. But you know, I do like the content that I do with Keith, and it's very fun to make the kind of stuff that his viewers like, because it's just like, you don't get to play a Funger every day, you know? Romero asked if I like Mega Man games. Yeah, of the ones I've played, I played them a lot when I was younger. Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3. the X series for the most part I've played. You know, I don't know how much I would say I'm knowledgeable on the series anymore. Just because, you know, it's been years since I've played a Mega Man game, but I do enjoy them in theory, I guess, is like the best way to say it, is I theoretically enjoy a Mega Man game. They have good music, you know. I just like gaming history is like a really big thing for me. Oh, fuck. I really like gaming history, and so... Wow, how many of you are there? Dear Lord. Oh, God. Oh no, I'm stuck. That was weird. What is happening? Ah! I somehow didn't take any damage from any of that. Alrighty. What? I can't hit anything with my pipe. There we go. Yowza. All right. That was chaos. Sorry, I lost my entire train of thought because I couldn't parse what was visually happening on the screen in front of me. It was just a total information overload. Wow. Yeah. Okay. Grab some more bullets. We're somehow up. Ah! Fuck. I hate you. I think one of the other things that is kind of unique about my channel is that I kind of have an endless patience for challenge. Like, even when something is, like, irritating me or, like, I'm really mad at it, like, I will just power through it, and I'll just get through it. Not that Keith doesn't do that or other people don't do that, but I am very rarely defeated by a game, you know? So, hey, Bemi, what's up? But back to my main point. Sorry, I'm going to skip over a bunch of chat and just, like, not respond. I'm going to tell the thing I was trying to tell so that I can get my thoughts straight. But one of the bigger things that was really big for my channel was, you know, obviously Funger and Funger 2 were really important for giving me some more audience members. And I would say my channel kind of picked up around then. But the 24-hour stream I did, I had around 300 viewers concurrently at one point. And... you know, I stream null playing on my channel still, because reasons. And, like, you know, that stuff was pretty big for my streaming life, I guess. Setting up VODs on YouTube was pretty big. You know, my series get a relatively small amount of traction, but they do grow over time. So I've been seeing a lot of people, especially in YouTube chat, pop up because they find my stuff through the Discover tab. And, you know, that's fun, right? Like, I enjoy that. I make a lot of content for YouTube because it is sort of evergreen and I can just kind of do it and upload it and then not think about it. Which, you know, is kind of a weird strategy, I guess, for a thing I want to do for a living. But it is how I do it, right? Is I'm recording and I'm streaming and then I kind of just render it, throw it up, and then say, all right, like, this gets to live here from now on. Oh my god. Yeesh. Okay. We're back here at Neely's. Let me catch up with chat real quick. Keith plays a lot more puzzle games. If he wasn't LPing for a job, that's true. He does really enjoy those. Raph says all he has is a Switch Lite. Totally get it. I think that is actually another, that's actually a really good point. And one of the big draws to my streams, people have told me, if you really want to see Mary, you should just die. But you might be heading to a different place than Mary, James. They kept that in. That's cool. But yeah, one of the things that people say, you know, I think is a draw to my channel is just the fact that I cover a lot of stuff that people don't have access to. I am not afraid to like mod a game to make it work. I'm not afraid to cover something in like a different format, or, you know, yeah, I play a lot of PC stuff and a lot of old weird PC stuff that people don't have access to. And that has been kind of good for me algorithmically. Some of my biggest videos are games that are stuck on very specific consoles. An example of this is actually Silent Hill: The Short Message, like the PS5 demo. A lot of people don't have PS5s, so they don't know what this weird tech demo thing is. But that video did gangbusters for me. God damn it. But, you know. I have good hardware. I think I have relatively decent stream practices. I try not to be super inflammatory. I'm not trying to bug out while I play a game and freak out at the screen and do big, loud gasps and streamer reactions. Like, I mean, sometimes I do when I get freaked out, like, genuinely. That's all real. But, like, you know, for the most part, this is just kind of how I play games now. Like, there's no trick to it. I just like playing games, like talking about them. Streaming has been really good for me because it's given me a very clear outlet to talk about things, and the way that I feel about them, which is something I don't really have when I'm just playing a game by myself in my room. You know, like Brewing will listen to me talk about games, but he doesn't care about the history of Silent Hill, you know? Like, that's not... He doesn't really give a shit about that. But you guys seem to, so, you know. All right. Rishan says, personally, I enjoy how you're willing to talk shop like this rather than keep it all behind the curtain. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm small time. I don't have any aspirations of being this, like, huge household name, right? Like, I think a lot of people are. I'm a VTuber, and I like to play video games, and I do think that I am smart, and I do think that I have good opinions about video games. Like, I wouldn't be so confident in myself and my takes on things if I didn't. But I also, like, you know, it's a game, and you have to play it, and what I mean by that is, like, YouTube and streaming is like a game. And I don't think that there's much... I don't think I benefit much from hiding a lot of this stuff. Using streaming as an example, like, I would have realistically started streaming a lot earlier if I knew how to do it earlier. And, like, I don't really want to hide that because my process isn't particularly complicated. You know, I record in OBS, I set it up once and then never touch it ever again. I render everything in Resolve using like 4 hotkeys. Like, my process is not particularly complex. The most complex part of how I record is my audio stack, which I have had to learn how to do as I do it. You know, compressing and limiting audio and making sure that I don't peak and things like that. Getting my game audio on the right audio channels and... Oh, no. Oh, never mind. I guess I have a checkpoint. That's convenient. Oh, they give you one because there's a nurse that wanders in right away. Miss! No! Just kill me. Put me out of my misery. We'll start that over. Haley says how I talk very conversationally helps my atmosphere. Yeah, I like to think so. You know, I don't know. Again, I would just be doing this anyway if I weren't. God, these things just do not die. God, damn. Using up so much ammo. There we go. Alright. I survived this nightmare challenge of going place to place, wasting all of my resources. Okay, so I have the same amount of bullets for my shotgun as I did when I left, I think. Oh, no, I didn't, because I picked up the 2 things, so that's a bummer. But we got a lot more handgun ammo. I got a few more syringes, a few more health drinks. I'll answer the phone in a minute. You have to be methodic about all of it. I just want to do this while I don't think there are any enemies around. There we go. The Italian restaurant's right there.
Hello? Anyone there?
Or perhaps you are a fool. The truth usually betrays people. You should know. The key is in the park, at the feet of the praying woman. The wrench will open the gate. The key will let loose the abyss. Okay. Whatever that means. $15 health drinks, 16 syringes. Really not bad. What a good game. What a cool, interesting experience. I really wasn't expecting it to be quite this. I really wasn't expecting it to be The Evil Within 3. Haley says, I'm sorry, I just noticed it's nighttime in the game. Interesting switch in atmosphere for the outside. Yeah, it's nighttime in the game and we're not in the hell dimension anymore. the ground isn't rusted. Very interesting. Raph says the closest we'll get to Evil Within 3. Yeah, pretty much. God, we were spoiled for Evil Within 2. I can't believe we got so lucky as to have that video game exist. That game rocks. I cannot wait until it is aged enough in my mind that I can go back to it without knowing everything, and then I'll probably play it on stream for everyone. It's just one of my favorite survival horror games. It's just really stellar stuff. Baby's closet. It's groovy music. We were in there earlier. The lights on the cars is interesting. God, look how good this is. The door that wakes in darkness opening into nightmare. That's neat. It opens at night. It wakes in darkness. Where are we? Gotta go back to Rosewater Park. Okay. Jay says, I played Evil Within for the first time, and it was the second one because I heard you have to play the second to understand the timeline. You should play the first and then the second. Because the first is not a great game, but the second's really good, but also the second pays off everything in the first. But it was an awesome game. It is a very, very cool game. Okay. Simple puzzle. All right. This is great. So dark. Just keep running. Don't stop. They can't hit you if you don't stop running, James. Oh boy. That's creepy. They're mad that they can't get me. Haley says, there wasn't a sewer section in the original Silent Hill 2, was there? Not exactly. You go underground in the prison. If you can really call it underground, it's... Maybe that's not the proper term for it, but... I like this new park. I like Rosewater Park a lot. It is very cool. I'm sure there are going to be enemies around here. It's interesting that they've made it a more central location in this one. Like a place that you return to. This square right here reminds me of the public squares in the parks in Pathologic 1. If you've played that game, you know there's a trash can right here, and you always go there. You smack those trash cans every time you walk past them. See if there's any junk in there you can sell. Is that Angela? New Angela content.
Hey. Are you feeling better?
This place is different from what I remember. I guess things never really stay the same, do they?
I guess not.
I don't think she's here anymore, James.
Who?
My mama? She doesn't want to see me anymore.
Why would you think that? Anyway, I'm happy to see you.
Happy to see me?
Alive, I mean.
Oh. Yeah. I better get going.
You still don't want me to go with you? If we stick together, we might just make it out of here.
Out of where?
This town. Silent Hill.
No, it's fine.
Okay. Oh, you didn't happen to see a little girl around here, did you?
A little girl?
Yeah, Angela? Are you all right? Angela?
No. Please. You shouldn't be here.
Angela, it's okay.
No, don't touch me!
That was phenomenal. The acting happening on her face is wild. My patient buried it here. I knew, but did nothing. It made me uneasy to have such a thing near. I wasn't looking for the truth. I was looking for tranquility. I also saw that thing. I fled, but the old society was sealed. No one dares to approach that place. Now, I offer you the key. If you still do not wish to stop, James, I pray to the Lord to have mercy on your eternal soul. All right, we got the Historical Society key. Haley says also worrying. It's worrying how James talking about a little girl seemed to click Angela into her manic or defensive state. Yeah, I mean, you also have to realize like Angela doesn't know James and doesn't fully trust him. She thinks they're here for the same reason. They're both looking for someone. And to Angela's mind, Angela did something bad, and that is why she is here. So, the logic dictates if she and James are the same, James must have done something bad to get here. And if he's walking around at night looking for a little girl, do you really think Angela's gonna trust him? That's kind of weird, isn't it? To see a lone single man who claims to be grieving for his dead wife looking for a little girl. Like, Angela probably has all the reason in the world to kind of want to run away from that. It's very interesting. The performance is unfucking fathomable. That is some of the best facial capture I've ever seen in a video game. And it's not even that photorealistic. Like, I mean, this game has incredible graphics, but this is not photorealism. Like, this is not what that looks like. This game has very photorealistic aspects, but the characters are still very stylized people. So, just kind of, I don't know, interesting. Is that Doug's hat? Is this positing that Silent Hill 2 and 3 happen at the same time? Wait, is this Douglas's car? I guess we can just go straight to the Historical Society. I mean, we're not really waiting for anything else. I want to look up here and see if Maria's original outfit is just like sitting up around up here. It's just in the closet. I didn't know if we would get anything for exploring this place. I probably couldn't get back to Heaven's Night right now. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I could. I think we probably just have to go straight to the Historical Society. This is a really just phenomenal... The additional stuff is just so rich without being overbearing. Like, that scene with Angela isn't in the original game, but nothing there feels like it is like unnecessary or doesn't match the tone of the rest. If I feel like I could show someone that scene and they would be like, oh, like, I want to see what the version of that cutscene is in the original game, and it's like, it's not there. Nothing about that stood out as a new scene. It really works. That was impressive. I liked that a lot. I'm sorry, I'm checking around to see if there's any just new stuff that I didn't pick up before when I was coming through here, because it was filled with monsties. Mallet. I wonder how many post-game secrets this game has, like the original. I wonder if you can get a chainsaw or a mallet or any other weird weapons. I wonder what the dog ending looks like in this game. Maybe we'll replay it a few times. I don't know. I don't know if there's any reason to come down here, but I want to explore just to explore. Oh no, we can't. Carroll Street is locked off. Wow, it's not even marked on the map. They should probably update that. And yeah, this is Heaven's Night in the original. Haley says, it's cool that they reference the original outfit. It would be cool if you could unlock it. Yeah, that would be neat. The Bolarama. You're just gonna sit here and eat pizza? There is a save point over here. This place is so sad. Like, walking through these environments, all I can think of is just how depressing they are. I don't even mean that in any particular way. They're just kind of sad. Romero says Historical Society hype. Damn straight. Okay, so the environmental ammo and stuff persists. So if I took it earlier, it's not here now, which is fine. That's what I would expect. I love how, like, quiet and sad this lonely walk is. It genuinely does kind of feel like walking around in Maine in the middle of the night. Oh, goddamn. Hello. What's he looking at down here? This drawer? Nothing in it. All right, here we are. Historical Society.